Okay, I'm going to do part C and D in this video. So part C says to find the equation of a sphere that's centered at 2, 1, 3 and has the point -1, 0, -1 on its surface. So in class we used the Pythagorean theorem to find the equation of a sphere. And when it's not centered at the origin, you have to account for that by doing x minus h, y minus k, and z minus q, where the center of your sphere is h, k, and q. And this comes from just the distance formula, basically. So we know that the radius of our sphere is going to be the distance from our center to our surface. And it can be any point on our surface, no matter what, it's going to give us the same radius. So we can use our point provided, and we can use our sphere center and our sphere surface point and plug it into the distance formula, and we find that our radius is the square root of 26. So now we're just going to plug it into our sphere equation. So we get root 26 squared is just 26, that's our radius squared, and then x minus 2 squared, that comes from our center point, plus y minus 1 squared plus z minus 3 squared. And that's the equation of this sphere. So now for part D, we need to find a sphere whose diameter has the endpoints -3, 1, -5, and 7, 9, -1. So we know that the length of our diameter is going to be the distance between these two endpoints. So again, we can just use these 2 points and plug it in to our distance formula, and we get that our total diameter length is the square root of 180. So now we know that our radius is just half of that. But we still don't know the center point of our sphere. But we can use our midpoint formula, find the midpoint of our diameter to find the center. So just as like a visualization, it doesn't matter which diameter endpoints you use, no matter what, their midpoint is always going to be the center of your sphere. So we can just do the x1 plus x2 over 2, and the same thing for our y and z coordinates, basically just finding like the average of those endpoints. And we find that the center of our sphere is 2, 5, -3. So now we have everything to plug it into our equation. We get that r squared is 45, and then we get x minus 2 squared plus y minus 5 squared plus z minus -3 squared, so plus 3 squared. And that is the equation of our sphere. So I think that's it.